Whoa, now woodies and wodettes. This is TK with Cuts by Kelly. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I had to take a vacation off making videos, but I'm back. I'm doing a high taper in this video. If you like it, leave a comment that you like it. Also put in the comments if you have any questions about what I did in this video. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell, as well as hit the like button if you like this content. Man, I really appreciate all you who have been following me and all of y'all who gonna come on the team. So let's get into this video. Yeah. All right, I have my fellow barber with me right here, McMahon. I'm setting my ball line and I'm setting it high because this is a high fade. So this is the first step I did. Well, actually, this is not the first step I did. The first thing I did was wash his hair. And so after we did that and prepped him for a nap, well, I should add that in there. But now I'm about to knock his hair down with a number 2. Right there around where we're gonna fade at, so the hair can fade in nicely. Then I'm gonna get the number 1 and do the same thing with that. Now I'm turning that number 1 around and you can see I'm going against the grain, set my highest point to this fade. So here we go. We're going into our blending time. I got my blade closed with no guard, and I'm going close quarter, 3/4 open like always. Man, well, you can see my boy is losing right now. But I'm gonna make a video about these masters because mine was acting up and I had to send them back to Andy. So I'm gonna make a video about that so y'all can see what I went through. But so far so good. I had them for like 2 weeks now. If not a week, really. I think probably a week. And so far so good. Now I'm putting on my 1/16 guard and I'm going close, quarter, 3/4 open. Y'all should know the process by now. And I'm using the corners of my clipper. The reason why is I don't want to make it a hard line that it just takes so long for me to fade out. So I'm using the corners because it's easier to blend just using my corners going up. So as I go through my steps, the close quarter, 3/4 open, I'm gonna try to blend it as much as I can. But I also, y'all hear me say this too, is after I do my blending, I just like to go to the next step because when I get to the end of my cut, I'm gonna go and do more detail work. But this is a way that I can keep myself from becoming blind, really, because I see the same thing over and over. So I'm kind of giving my eyes a rest off the blend by doing something else. So about this time in the video, I hope you are learning something. There's still much more to learn. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. Let's get back to it. We're on repeat right now. It's the same process. I just have a bigger area to do and we're on the back of the neck. So I'm doing a number 2 against the grain and I'm knocking out the weight. Y'all seen on the first one, I went with the grain. This time I'm going against the grain. It's your choice, however you want to do it. And then right after this, I'm gonna do the same with the number 1. Now it's time to blend. Close quarter, 3/4, then open. I have a video, I'm gonna leave that link, and you'll understand what I mean by close quarter, 3/4 open, especially with your masters. And I believe with the Babblers, they have like the notches on the side, as well as the Gamma Proteges or the Gamma Stylecraft, I believe. They have the notches on the side so you can see where you're at in the fade. I think this is real helpful for somebody who's new to the game trying to learn how to cut hair. You can see those notches so you can know exactly where you are in the fade. So here I am again, repeating that whole process. Close quarter, 3/4 open. The only thing that's different is that I have my 0 guard on or my 1/16 guard on, and I'm doing that fading process with this. And this is going to connect what we did at the beginning to our fade. This 1/16 should connect to that number 1 guard or that 1/8 guard that we knocked out the weight with at the beginning. So if I could repeat that, what we did at the beginning was knocked out the weight with the 1/4 and then a 1/8 guard. And then now we're fading and we're blending into that 1/8 with the 1/16. I hope that's understandable for you. Now it's time to make it stand out. So we're about to get ready for this edge up, or the lining like we call it. So I'm doing the lining right here, and you can see as I line them up, it makes the blend look better, and it brings out imperfections. That's why I said I don't really waste too much time at the beginning stages with the blend. I do the steps, I get what I see, but then I want to go over the lining. That's going to give my eyes a rest, and then it's going to highlight some of the imperfections, and then I can go back and touch those areas up. So here on the lining, this side that I'm working on is higher than the other side. So I'm going to do that one first because I feel like I can match the other side or bring it close to matching it without going too far back on it. So that's what I did. Sometimes you can start with the lower side and just leave the higher side alone, but you just got to make that judgment call on your own. Sometimes I make the wrong judgment call. I think I made the right one this time, but ultimately, to be safe, you could just ask your client what they prefer and then go from there. So you see I have that side lined up. Now I'm doing this side. And these T-outliners I've been using a lot lately. I do have cordless trimmers, but for the most part I've been using my corded T-outliners. I have the blacked out edition, the GTX, and I have these. And that's what I use mostly on my liners. I use my cordless, especially my Slimline Pros when I'm doing designs, but like I said, lately it's been more of my corded clippers. Yeah, so, and it's been working out real good. You can see they're pretty sharp, and I haven't been feeling restricted with them, you know, with my clients. A point I want to bring out is you want to turn your client to the mirror when you're doing your fade and even your linings, just so you can see how straight it is, or what side you need to be working on. see I'm going over his head with the razor, just trying to get all of the pores closed basically. Sometimes you trim it with the liners and you still see the hair in the pores, so the razor really cuts that real low and those pores start to close. But here's the beginning. This is where we started at. Sometimes you gotta look back and see where you came from to know where you're going. And look, I think that's a big difference. I like it, he liked it, and from what he's telling me, his people liked it. So I think that was a good accomplishment on this cut. If you like my content, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell, leave a comment if you have any questions or concerns about what I did in this haircut. But with that, this is TK with Cuts by Kelly, and I appreciate you.